Hello students, today I am deliver the lecture about the aspect of threshold voltage. So basically threshold voltage of a MOS device is basically the minimum voltage required for initiating of the channel between the source and drain, and via which we have introduced the current between the drain and source. So it is the minimum voltage for establishing a channel between the source and drain. When gate voltage is less than the threshold voltage, then no drain current is flow between practically, and very less amount of drain current flow due to the presence of the thermally generated electrons in the p-type substrate. So generally manufacturing methods have been developed to reduce the threshold voltage, because lower threshold voltage allows the small power supplies, complex operation with bipolar devices, smaller switching times, and higher packing densities. So basically the threshold voltage have different effects according to the channel. These are basically the material properties like gate insulating material, gate conducting material, which is SiO2. Second one is the thickness of the gate material. What is the thickness of the material of the gate? Third one is channel doping concentration. What is the concentration of channel? Source to body voltage, basically it is nearly equal to 0 for the source to substrate body voltage, basically that is nearly equal to 0 volts. And the threshold voltage also dependent on the temperature, because when we increase the temperature, thermally generated carriers are increases and the threshold voltage also decreases, because the thermally generated carriers require less gate voltage to invert the channel. So the value of the threshold voltage decreases. The variation approximately 4 millivolt per degree centigrade for the highly doped substrates, and the 2 millivolt per degree centigrade for the less doped substrates. So basically threshold voltage of the MOS devices is basically the combination of the flat band voltage and the basically threshold voltage of the ideal MOS. So basically when we talk about the VT MOS, basically VT MOS is the voltage of the ideal MOS and the VFB is the flat band voltage. So VT MOS is basically the threshold voltage for an ideal MOS structure in which the oxide is free for all state charges and the gate and semiconductor materials are identical. So this condition is not realized basically in practice way. Difference between the metal and the semiconductor work function and the charge in the oxide lead to the non-ideal behavior on practical MOS structures. So that basically the threshold voltage is the algebraic sum of the flat band voltage and the threshold voltage of the ideal MOS. So basically it is the combination of total threshold voltage combination of VT MOS plus VFB. VT MOS can be calculated by the capsule structure of the MOS devices, and that is basically equal to the phi s plus QB upon COX, where phi is the surface potential, QB is the bulk charge or substrate charge, COX is the gate oxide capacitance, and the TOX gate oxide thickness, because the COX is equal to EOX upon TOX. So we calculate the COX with the help of EOX and dielectric metal constant and the TOX thickness of the gate. So basically we have calculated the COX via the EOX and TOX. So when we take the deeper study of the MOS system, shows the inversion layer occurs or the electron layer just start to form when the surface potential reaches a critical value equal to the twice of the bulk Fermi potential. So basically phi s is equal to twice phi f. So VT MOS is equal to, when we put the value of phi s is equal to twice f in above equation, so VT MOS is equal to twice phi f plus QB upon COX. So basically when we calculate the bulk Fermi potentials basically in the semiconductor devices, so phi f in terms of p-type or n-type semiconductor formula by which we have calculated the phi f values of the p-type or n-type semiconductors. So phi f is equal to, for p-type is equal to kT by q log Ni upon A. So kT basically K is the Boltzmann constant, T is the temperature and Q is the charge of the carrier. Log Ni means intrinsic semiconductor and Na is the doping value, it is acceptor or doper. So for n type, phi is equal to kT by q log Nd by Ni. This is the formula for n type. So basically these are the Burke formula potentials by which we have calculated the different p type of n type of MOS devices. The flat band voltage, basically the fed band voltage is basically the phi ms minus qx upon cux, where phi ms is basically the work function difference between the material and the semiconductor. So it is basically difference between the metal and the semiconductor at gate voltage when we apply the gate voltage nearly equal to 0. So basically hence the when we approved that the gate voltage required to produce an inversion layer is basically called the threshold voltage. So threshold voltage is required to create the inversion layer between the source and drain. So basically the threshold voltage consists of the several components. First I will calculate here the voltage that is equal to twice phi f plus qb by cux. So the change in the surface potential and the offset of the mobile depletion layer charge qb, cux is the capacitance per unit gate area and gate arc size, that is basically you have calculated the cux is equal to ex by tux. Second one, the voltage representing the difference in the work function between the gate material and the substrate material. So phi ms is equal to phi m. So phi ms is equal to basically the phi m minus phi s. And third one, the additional charge at the gate oxide semiconductor materials interface due to the impurities, that is minus qx upon cux. So when we total calculate all these value and put in formula of the VTH, so VTH is equal to twice, I have shown here, VTH is equal to twice phi f plus qb upon cux plus phi ms minus qx upon cux. So this is the total formula of the threshold voltage, where we put the three above equations in this particular. I have calculated the threshold voltage for the value by which we have calculated the different type of formulas and combination of all these things. We have calculated the VTH is equal to twice phi f plus qb by cux plus phi ms minus qx upon cux. So basically when we talk basically the threshold voltage, how can we reduce the threshold voltage, because we have make the different type of voltage values by which we have devices. So when we require that the threshold voltage is when we reduce it, then we have benefited according to different type of things. So according to that, basically the by which the methods by which we have reduced the threshold voltage. First one I have told here, the high threshold MOSFET, we have used the basically the crystal structure basically 111 type orientation type. If we use the crystal of 100 orientation, then the value of the threshold voltage is about 1/2 of the value of the threshold voltage by which we have calculated the 111 orientation. So when we change the orientation from 111, instead of 111 we have used 100, so by which we have reduced the threshold voltage half of the before value. Second one, when we use the Si3 NVOR with the help of SiNO2 instead of only SiO2. So by this we have changed the dielectric constant with the mixing of the Si3N4 with the help of SiO2. So by which we have raised the dielectric constant. When we dielectric constant raises, C is equal to epsilon A upon D, epsilon S increases, so capacitance is also suited, and Q is equal to C into V. So by which Q is inversely proportional to V. When we increase the basically the dielectric constant, so we have reduced the threshold voltage by this formula. So according to that, we have reduced the mixing, reducing threshold voltage by mixing of the Si3N4 with the SiO2 instead of only SiO2. So third one, that it is a point that we have also reduced the threshold voltage by we have used the polycrystalline silicon doped with the boron as the gate instead of the aluminum alone. So by which we have also reduced the threshold voltage before the previous value. So these are the things by which we have reduced the threshold voltage, and these are the things by which we use the reduced voltage by the change the orientation of the crystal and mixing of the Si3N4 with the help of SiO2 alone, and also we have used the boron with the gate material rather than aluminum alone. So these things are the particular important values by which we have reduced the threshold voltage. And another when we talk about the another threshold voltage, reducing the threshold voltage, that is basically the ion implantation method. So in ion implantation method, basically we have provided the very precise control of the doping. So ions of the proper dopant such as phosphorus, which is donor or pentavalent impurities, or like a boron, exemptor or trivalent impurities. So these are the pure doping materials by which we have doped the source and drain materials, which are the heavily doped source or drain materials between the which is act as a source for the conduction for via the channel. So when we use these type of phentalate and trivalent impurities and at an accelerated way up to 3 into 10 to the power 4 electron volt energy, but when we use to attach on the silicon layer, so that the N or P region form deeper in the substrate. So according to that, when we use these things as a deeper in the substrate, and they attain longer length and lesser width. So when we in case of normal doping for the N of P regions have more width and less length. So in ion implantation method, the area between the gate and drain and the gate and source are decreased, and the capacitance between the gate and drain and between the gate and source also decreases. So VT changes as per the requirement. So this is the structure by which we have introduced the ion implantation method. So in this way, when we use the ion implantation method by which we have deeper the source and drain materials under the substrate. So in this case we have attained a longer length and lesser width. So by which we have reduced the basically the contact areas between the gate, drain and source, by which we have reduced the capacitance per unit gate area. So when we reduce the gate between the gate and drain and gate and source, so when we reduce the Q is equal to CV, when we reduce the capacitance basically, so we have also reduced the threshold voltage. So this is another way by which we have reduced the threshold voltage via the ion implantation method in the MOS structures. Thank you.